What goes through a fighter's mind moments before they walk into the ring? Some people get extremely nervous, some get scared. Mike Tyson even talked about how he would cry because he's so scared before fights. That time before you get in the ring can be a wild wind of emotions. Me personally, there's some nerves there, but never really been too bad much of the nerves. Not trying to sound macho or anything, but that never really got to me. It is more being anxious, the waiting for it to happen, and trying to remember if I have everything ready, making sure I don't forget anything, and constantly like playing out the fight in my head, how I wanted to go, how it could go, how to recover if it goes bad, just non-stop replaying the fight over and over in my head, and trying to really game plan what I'm going to do and try to stay focused, while also the chaos and making sure everything's supposed to be where it's supposed to be. Now, for most of my fights, this is going to sound crazy, but I had to wrap my own hands. Even in the pros, I actually end up wrapping my own hands a couple times. And when you do that, that just adds a whole nother element of stuff to worry about when you're trying to get ready, trying to focus. And then when I do see my opponent there, I play like a psychological game. I lock in and stare at them, give them a death stare the entire time. I do not stop looking at them. I've done that from my very first fight to my very last, win and lose. As soon as I see them, I lock eyes. And I want them to look away. I want them to feel uncomfortable. I want them to be intimidated. And from that moment until we touch gloves, even after we touch gloves, when the bell rings. Now, I always thought a crowd would feel intimidating. I've never had an issue with that. Never had an issue with crowds getting scared or nervous about a crowd at all. I always thought I would, but it just never happened. And I fought in small gyms and in arenas before, so I had a variety of size crowds, and it was never really an issue. The main thing with that before fight time is to not have an adrenaline dump. That's the main focus. Above all else, don't peak and then drop off before the fight starts. So I'm doing things like I'm eating bananas, I'm popping my feet up, I'm doing different things, I'm hitting the mitts a little bit, I'm moving around, I'm trying to not have a fall off right before and then not have any energy ready to go, because that happens. We've seen fighters have that happen. I've had not really a full-blown drop off, but I felt a little bit of difference before some of my fights. All in all, at the end, you have to learn how to block everything out around you, because once that bell rings, it's just you and your opponent. One of the worst things that I don't enjoy is fighting later, like main event or co-main, because you're sitting there waiting and waiting and waiting. I would rather get it over with. That's my experience from all my fights. But guys, if you guys need any fight gear, I have a link in the description. You get 20% off HKA USA. They are the feature brand on the channel. I highly recommend them. I've done plenty of reviews on the channel. You can check them out. They're legit. But until next time, guys, I'm out.